Hi, I'm Susan and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you some artist inspiration. I went shopping on Etsy. I found the most amazing artwork with polymer clay, and I just want to inspire you with what you can do with polymer clay because it's such a versatile medium and so many artists use it in different ways that I would have never thought of. This is just the box of what one of the artists that I bought from, how she decorated it. Isn't it precious? I had to include it. She took so much time in decorating this, and you'll understand why she decorated it as she did, because these are all little dolls. Let me open them up one at a time. These are little vampire dolls for Halloween. I fell in love. I was going to buy one of them and my daughter was like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, they are so precious. You have to order more than one." And I love these. And you have to look at this doll close up. Look at how precious he is. This is a polymer clay head. She put these little charms. The arms, I think, are beads. I'm not sure. I know this is a charm that you can buy. She's beaded this beautiful brooch on him. His legs are polymer clay that she painted. And look at the back. The back is so cute. These wings are all wire and lace. And she's created the little hat and the hair. And he even has a little patch on his backside. So precious. I mean, I just fell in love because I am a Halloween buff. So you can understand this just put me over the top of the most adorable thing. This is her Etsy shop, Doki Doll Art, and these are the items I got from her, and she is in Lithuania. So it took me a little while to get him, but he was so worth the wait. And from the same artist, I got this beautiful, I don't know if she's an old lady or no, I think she's a vampire doll, but she's just so precious. The little feet are made out of polymer clay. The hands are made out of polymer clay. She's got a little charm on her. The brooch, I mean, there's just so much detail. The wings that are little vampire bat wings. I mean, this person's creativity is just a step beyond. Look at, even there's a little wreath in the head. The doll hair is all individually sewn. I mean, these are just gorgeous pieces of artwork. I don't really consider these just a regular doll. I consider this artwork. And I love, love, love Halloween, so this is like right up my alley. Of course, I screamed when I opened the box. It was so fabulous. And then I got this one, which was like another, I think they're all vampires. They're just, one's cuter than the other. Look, he has a little nightcap on with a little lantern and a skull at the end of the nightcap. I mean, her attention to detail is simply amazing. Look at the coat, how it's sewn with the pockets and a little knitted sweater and the pin. Just so clever. And once again, this one has the little skeleton hands and the handmade feet. Let me flip him over because the back of these is just as detailed as the front. You can see how the wings are put on and the hat and the body. They're just precious. And this was just done with polymer clay, creating the face and the feet. And she's created a whole doll around that. So your creativity is only limited to what you can imagine. And she also does miniatures. This was a brooch. This is just her box. Look at how precious with her card and everything. I mean, she really packages things beautifully. He was tied in here, but I untied him so that I could show him up closer to you. And he is a little brooch. Look at the detail in this. He's got little hands. The brooch is on the back. He's got a little top hat. I don't know if it's made out of leather or something. And all polymer clay for the face and the arms and the feet. Just precious. He almost has like this Alice in Wonderland creepy look to him. That's, I think, what I loved most about him. Even the little arms are attached with little bead caps so that they move. Such detail. And this is from Etsy AV Workshop. This is the coolest little bookmark. This is just an antique book I had. It's pretty well weathered and seen better days. But look at this bookmark. Is this too fun sticking out of the top? Let me show you how cute this is. You've got your bookmark there, but all you have is these little hands holding a key. So when you put this up in your bookcase or you keep a little extra something on it, it's just so cool looking with the two hands on the top sticking out of the book. Very clever. And they're just made out of polymer clay. You can see what some artists think in their brain is just simply amazing. And from the same workshop, I also got this beautiful keychain, which is, I think it's called a Lucky Ankh, I'm not sure, but isn't that great? And you can use it also as a charm. It comes with a little charm piece, and just all made out of polymer clay. Some people's imagination is beyond my belief, and I just really love looking at different artists and getting ideas. Besides that, sometimes I just love buying from other artists because I just love their work. And here's one. I love miniatures and I love weird stuff. And this shop, if you like weird, it's right up your alley. I love weird. It came in this little box, all sealed up. I didn't want to unbox everything. I get bored when people open the boxes and go through it one by one. These earrings are super creepy. Now, either you're gonna love these or you're gonna hate them. My daughter and I thought they were so awful, they were fabulous. They are literally tongues sticking out of somebody's mouth. They are super creepy. They are all dimensional. They are made with polymer clay, so you just put them in a bezel. There's a whole lot of work in these to make them even and to make all the little teeth. I mean, the details are truly creepy, wonderful. They're unusual, they're the macabre, they're not for everybody, they're kind of odd Halloween looking. I love these. My daughter went crazy when she saw these, and she went even crazier when they arrived, so she's been waiting for me to do this video so she could get them. Like I said, these are not for everybody, but artfully wise, there is a lot of detail in these, and there's a lot of thought, and they might not be your type of thing, but there's still an idea, and there's still a lot of really cool artwork, and I love supporting different artists and seeing their different perspective of things. For those of you who are not into the creepy and the macabre, these are just so fun, so silly, and look at, she even sent me her little card that's a round card and a thank you. So precious. I love when artists put all this extra time in. And look at these. These are adorable. They're little kitty cat earrings that are dressed up as bunny rabbits. They are so silly. They're fabulous. They're little stud earrings. I wanted to show you the back. And she even has a little care instructions on here. They're little post back earrings with little handmade pom-poms. I mean, just so precious. And I would never think to make these out of polymer clay. That's what makes me so fascinated. She's painted all the little faces on them. So cute, so adorable. I keep saying she. I don't actually know these artists if they're male or female. I think it's just habit because I have girls. But look at how fabulous this artist has created these. They are so precious. They're so whimsical and fun and silly. And these handmade pom-poms. I love the little hats and the hand-painted faces. Such detail and such care put into it, the way it's packaged and the way it's fully created. I mean, really, really cute. And that is from Cat Brothers on Etsy. And this is Doki Doki Miniatures. I wanted to get some miniature pieces because so many people do miniatures. I don't. I find them too annoyingly difficult, but they are precious. It's not that I don't like them, I don't like doing them. But look at how adorable this is. This is a little key charm piece, and it's got a little cup of cocoa and pancakes and blueberries and strawberries. And I have to get as close as I can to show you the details in the bananas and the blueberries. It's almost amazing. And the little syrup that she's created with liquid polymer. All this out of polymer clay. Even the little cup with the cocoa in it is all polymer. Isn't that just too precious? And let me flip this over so you can see the little plate. I mean, the details that some people put in are just fascinating. So if you're looking at breakfast tomorrow, you may see that as your new artwork. I never would have thought to make pancakes and strawberries and a little cup of coffee. I mean, how precious is that? Just the ideas different people have, and I love that she put the little tassel on it just as a nice little compliment. Just so precious. Such beautiful work. And the other one, a little bowl of ramen noodles with, I guess, some meats and eggs. I'm not sure exactly what those foods are, but just so precious. And the detail, look at even the back of the bowl. The bowl is painted. So many artists put so much care, and you can tell she's painted the little meats And even the little tiny slices of scallion. I mean, amazing, right? So when you're looking at your ramen noodles next time, maybe that's your new thing. I don't know. Maybe this will be your inspiration. Just things that I've never thought to use as my artwork. Other artists do, and that's what I love about looking at other artists' work. And this is from SoundRaivo Jewelry, and this is a cabochon for bead embroidery. This is all made out of polymer clay. You can see the back of it. She has sculpted a little wolf and baby wolf and used a little pastels to touch it up, but I cannot wait to bead with this. I have an idea in mind for my daughter. She loves wolves, and so do I, so this will be a precious little piece. And I got several pieces from her. This one was really interesting. It's actually a brooch. This piece, I wanted to show it to you on the card, how cute she has her cards and how she mounts it up, and she puts all this time and thought into it. And it's a brooch on the other side that's all finished off, and she's even got a bail on it if you wanted to make a necklace out of it. I'm probably going to cut both of these pieces off. I plan on using this in bead embroidery because I just feel it deserves a little bit more beading around it. It's so precious. I love the way she sculpted the rabbit with the big ear. I love the little beadwork around this. All these different colors of clay that she's included. I just want to give it even more presence because I just thought this was so precious. And I love the cabochon she put in there. I think it's a stone. I don't remember what kind of stone it was, but it just so beautiful. Who would have thought with polymer clay that you could get all this detail into such a small piece? And she has other pieces I bought from her. I love raccoons, and so these were so silly that I had to have them. My daughter said to me, "Oh mom, they're too much." That's when I really knew I loved them. They're just little raccoon faces she's created and then surrounded them with her different colors of clay and some beads in between. And then she's created these felted beads with beads on them, and they're just so cute. They're so silly and so cute. And out of polymer clay, not a lot of people would think to make raccoon earrings. And if I were going to wear raccoon earrings, I want silly ones. And these are just so beautiful and so cute. And I love the way she's created the faces, the way she's really made them so realistic. I think she's got beads for the eyes. I'm not sure, but just ideas that you can get from other people. Just everything around us is art. And look at her little bags. Even her little bags, she's got printed her little designs on. She's spent a lot of time and thought, and she even includes a care card, recommendations for care that she's printed out in with every single item. And Andiza Charm Shop is my next store, and she packaged hers in these precious little boxes. I just love these little pink boxes she had for every item. And these are just little keychains, but look at the detail. I have to come up close. Look at the detail in this little croissant sandwich. Like I said, I don't do miniatures, but the people that do, they really are amazing. This little croissant has the ham and the cheese, the lettuce, just so cute, and there's so much detail into this. So much time that people put and care into their work. And then I love that she just put this little bead charm next to it just to give it a little something. And look, she's got handmade with love on the box, and her boxes just slide open. Different packaging impresses me. And this is little steamed buns. And she's got them in this little bamboo tray. I'm not sure how the heck she's created this, but she's glued it in with liquid polymer clay. I can see that, and created the little buns with polymer clay. But the details, I mean, look at that compared to the size of my fingernail. Just to give you an idea of how small this is. And this is about a 6mm bead. So when you realize that's probably the size of a nickel, to give you perspective, it's maybe 20mm, very, very tiny. And the detail that's in it is truly amazing. And my last piece, oh no, maybe, yes, my last piece from Andiza, oh, this was my favorite one. My daughter ordered the other ones. This one was the one that I just absolutely loved, was the sundae. I just thought the details in this sundae were amazing. She's got all the, let me pull this off because look at the little cookies and the cherry. She's even got a stem on the cherry, and the sprinkles. Now look at my fingernail. We're not talking a whole lot of difference here. This is super tiny. She's even spilt a little chocolate sauce on the cup. How precious is that? And the little profiterole. Just the details. Amazing what some people think of and how much time this must have taken. And with that, there was a little pretzel. I love the little soft pretzel. And even the little soft pretzel, I mean, look at, it's the size of my fingernail. We're talking teeny weeny. The detail of the little sprinkles on it, everything, even on the back side. So precious. And this is one of the most fantastic. This is Sweet Gifts by Diana. You're going to die when you see this. Look at the detail in this. Now, yes, I could not use this as a regular mug. It is just too detailed, too precious. I'd be afraid to break any of this off. But I can use it in my studio just for pens and things. And it's just, the details were fantastic. I could not resist this piece. Look at how much work she's put into this. And, you know, she's used just some Skinner blends and she's really thinned that out, but the eye is a glass eye, or I don't know if it's resin, the little teeth on it. I want to get closer so you can really see the face. Look at that. I mean, just so much going on, and I love that she just used a stamp in the back for the sun, but it gave so much to it, and the horns. I just love some people's imagination. It just fascinates me. I love having other people's art around. It inspires me just to do other things. Just her color blends and her mixes were really, really fun. If this doesn't make you think different about polymer clay, I never thought of putting it on a mug, but a vase or a glass. And she also made this amazing little strawberry pin. Look at how gorgeous is that. And all the little petals and leaves on the top. What details. And it's a brooch. Look how nice she finished it off on the back. Everything. Really beautiful. It just shows such pride in her work. And this is Lullaby for Fox, which she has these packaged in these adorable little bags with her little tags on them. Look at how precious this is. It's a little owl doll. She has created this fabric doll with this polymer clay face. I think she uses resin or glass eyes. I love that she used different color eyes for it. I love her crazy colors rather than the typical colors. If you watch me, you know I love crazy colors. And how she's even made the little wings and sewn them on, and the feet. Very, very out of the box, very different, really unusual the way she looks at a doll. My husband says it reminds him of a Furby. I would say it probably does, but she's much cuter than a Furby I ever saw. And it's just a little round doll, but it's so precious. It just really inspires me to think of creative ideas of things I've never thought. She's used such a fantasy idea. I love the gold glitter in with this. I love the way she's created the beak and the glitter and the highlight on the little wings. I don't know if these are wings or feet, because it's an imaginary animal, and that's what's so fabulous, is I get to see inside of her imagination just by her creations. And here's another bag from her with her cute little logo on it. And this one, this is a little reindeer doll. Now, basically when you see other people's art, a lot of people don't realize you get to see in their imagination what goes on in their head. I want to be in her head. This is fantastic. It is so silly and so precious. I love her bright colors, her contrast of colors, her silly wings and arms, and this is just so wild. It's fabulous. Look at the reindeer antlers. She's put some jewels in, and I like the fact that these are not literal eyes. They're a little bit creepy, kind of interesting. I like her fantasy, how she's got these little details on the feet. All of them have those details. She's got the glitter and an amethyst in the centerpiece. Just fascinating. And these are just artists on Etsy that I found and could not resist. I I really had to get some pieces, and I really feel that it's important to share them with other people because not everybody can afford everybody's artwork, but I just feel that we should all appreciate everybody's artwork. I mean, these are people you may not have even looked up on Etsy just to see the fascination of their mind and how they think and what creative things that they can create. And this is from Tanya Bakanova. She is one of my favorite artists on Etsy. She creates these beautiful little dolls. She packs them in these beautiful little boxes. And I will put a picture up after this of my precious little dog that she created this doll of. Look at how cute this is. Let me move the box because it just distracts from how adorable this doll is. I have never seen anybody that can create something so cute out of polymer clay. The heads are created out of polymer clay. The ears are created out of felt, I think, or leather. I'm not exactly sure. And she actually knits the hats. And look at the bodies she creates. She even puts her own tag on the back. I mean, they're just too precious. And they're little. They're like Beanie Babies. But it looks exactly like my baby. And so you can understand why I'm madly in love with it. Just so creative to create the faces the way she does. They're so realistic. I think she puts resin in the eyes to make them look so bright that the way they do. But look at the ears, how she's painted them, everything. And just the way you can see into somebody else's imagination. I mean, I would never imagine to make little dolls out of polymer clay like this, or to put these silly little hats on them. They just, to me, they sing. I love having this stuff, as I said, in my studio. I love surrounding myself with other people's art because it's so inspirational. So don't feel just because you can't create it that you can't appreciate it. You can always buy other people's art. Supporting other artists is very important to me, and very important that we support each other, and having other art surrounding you is the greatest inspiration you can have. So I hope you enjoyed this and found lots of inspiration around it, and thanks for watching.